Hi, this is Derek with MostInterestingLife.com, and I'm about to go to the gym, so I figured I'd make a video. Earlier today I went in a float tank, so I'll be making another video about going in float tanks, also known as sensory deprivation tanks. And I already wrote an article on my blog, Most Interesting Life, about it, so if you want to get my take on float tanks, you could go there and see more about it. So the theme of today's video is that interesting people don't get upset easily. I've heard it said that people are as big as the size of the problems that get them upset. Or small-minded people get upset by small problems. Whereas somebody that has their life together, a really interesting person, it takes something really significant to maybe even get them upset. Another thing I've heard is, they say in Hong Kong that if two people are arguing, the first one to lose their temper loses the argument, and that's how everybody sees it. So as you go through your day, you got to ask yourself, and this is something that I still need to fine-tune and perfect, what are the things that I'm getting upset about? Am I driving around in traffic and getting upset about that? What's the point to getting upset about it? Is it really helping me to just feel all that negativity inside, and what is it doing to help my life? Now, things that might upset you, you should always be looking, is there a way to fix it? Is there a way to fix this problem? If yes, you go and you fix it. And if not, then no reason getting upset about it. You just gotta deal with it and think about more positive things that you can work on rather than getting upset over something that you have no control over. Especially little things. Everyone knows people that go around, they're cranky all the time. Everything gets them upset and angry. And these are usually not the most interesting people. The most interesting people that you meet in life, they're usually very upbeat, they're happy. You give them a small piece of bad news, they brush it off. They say, oh well, we'll figure out a way around it. Even some bigger bad news, they don't get upset about. They think their way through it. If there's something that they can do, they do it. And if not, they don't let it bother them, because they realize, what is the point of getting upset over something that you don't have control over? And also, this relates to a video I made recently about how we don't always know if good things are good things or bad things are necessarily bad things. You might get delayed in traffic or on a flight, but that delay might save you from getting into a car crash or a plane crash. It's hard to always tell, so it's good to have faith also, in addition to doing everything that you are able to do to solve a problem, and also just not worrying about the things that are beyond your control. I guess you could think that maybe that there are ways that you can control something and that you just haven't thought of it, but still, that's not a reason to get upset about things. And getting upset about problems, especially little problems, it creates anxiety inside of you. It leads to a release of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and that negatively affects almost every part of your life. Stress is one of the worst things for every single part of your body, your mind. It clouds your thinking. People that are highly stressed all the time, they actually showed that it shrinks certain parts of your brain. It's bad for your cardiovascular health. It drains your energy. So any way that you could reduce stress, and it's not always the amount of stress that you're exposed to. For example, you could be in a war zone, but it's the way that you interpret the stress. Yeah, there could be crappy things happening around you. I mean, annoying people, annoying things. But it doesn't really affect you unless you let it affect you, unless you perceive that it affects you. The way that you handle situations is 90% of it. I mean, maybe about 10% of it is the actual situation. If you don't let it affect you mentally, it will affect you less physically as a result. You'll have less cortisol in your body, and your overall life will be better. So this is a habit, and it's a lifelong process. I mean, there are even Zen monks that haven't perfected this 100%. It's one of the journeys of life. We're here to this is one of the things that we're here to work on. So as you go through your life, every day, every week, just see that what are the things that bother you. And if you could catch yourself, I mean, being able to catch yourself is another habit. Becoming awareness is usually the first step in breaking a habit. If you have a bad habit, even if you're not breaking the habit, if you're still doing the bad task, but you're becoming aware of it, that's a great victory, and that's the first step to making great change in your life. So try to become more aware of when you get upset about things and you shouldn't, and then work to elevate your mood. Ask yourself, are there ways I can prevent this in the future? Plan to prevent those things in the future. And then that's about all there is. I mean, you could get creative, brainstorm different things you could do, try those things out. If the same problem comes up again, maybe you made it better, maybe not. Brainstorm a little bit more, but don't get upset. I mean, if your delays in life give you great time to do other things. Like if I'm at a store, let's say, and there's a long line, I'll pull out my phone and I'll pull out my Duolingo app and I'll start studying another language, or I'll catch up on emails. A lot of times you could use delays and annoyances to help you. If nothing else, it's an opportunity to train your mind to be able to focus more annoyances and to focus on positive things instead of what's bothering you. So again, realize small-minded people get upset over small things. Interesting people with great minds that are really, they know how to look at the world, they don't get upset so easily. So the good news is this is a great opportunity for personal growth. And again, just catch yourself when this happens and look to fix it. So that's all I have to really say today about this. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment, go to my website. And until next time, stay interesting.